Today we look at a simple cast on the Tykhe Dice board. We'll be thinking of a question we want an answer to, and we will cast the 3 dice onto the board. Tykhe Dice uses 3 dice. First of all, we will think of our question. Then we will hold the dice in our hand and roll them around whilst thinking about the question. When you are happy that the question is fixed in your mind, roll the dice just above the board and drop the dice. All 3 dice have stayed on the board. The positions from the centre of the dice or board are important. The closest to a dice is the snail, the next is the dagger or knife, and the furthest away is the horseshoe. Now let's look at what these dice mean. The closer to the centre of the board, the more imminent the answer will be. To get you started, we have produced dice cards. These cards make understanding of the different dice easier. An explanation is in the booklet, but for now, we will just use the cards to simplify your understanding. The first cards are yellow, which are marked on the bottom of the card as dice 1. In this case, we are looking for the horseshoe, which is what appears on the board. The next dice we will be looking at is dice 2, which is the magenta cards, on which card will we find a dagger. Here you can see a general description of what it's associated with. Meanings are generally accepted as being the symbol's value. Dice cards 3 in the Tykhe Dice set are sign and are again marked at the bottom of the card. In this pack of 6 cards, you will find the snail. The snail was the dice that was cast on the board and is nearest to the centre. In Tykhe Dice, a dice that falls at the centre is the now, and the further darker section is the near future. Anything beyond that is seen as the far future. So, let's look at the 3 cards. First of all, we can see their general meanings. Now we need to put them in the order and how they will affect the outcome of the reading. In our case, the snail came first, followed by the dagger, and then the horseshoe. As all 3 dice are a little way away from the centre, the outcome will be seen as in the near future, not in the immediate future. If they were to fall nearer the middle of the board, that would be seen as the now. Now with the 3 cards, we will make our reading. You could do this with a book, however it is easier to work with the cards until you get used to the general meanings of the dice. As the snail and dagger are quite close together, they will be seen to be working together. A combination of these 2 values will give you an idea of the context of your answer. You can look at the cards and read them. There are lots of divination systems that use a similar system of definitions of these symbols. The 3rd dice is a little further out, as it's a good fortune card, so whatever the first 2 are suggesting, there is a little bit of luck and good fortune just beyond the meaning of the first 2. So, let's have a summary of what's happened in this cast. Firstly, all 3 dice have landed on the board, so all dice will impact the reading you are going to get. On the right hand side of the board, it is the masculine side of the board. On this side we can see the snail and dagger. They are working together. These are in the nearest future, not too close but are, however, the near future. To the left hand side of the board, which is the feminine side, denoted by the moon symbol, we have the horseshoe. This is a little further out, but again not more or less in the same region as the other 2 dice, but isn't directly influenced by either of them. So this could be something that could affect you, but not necessarily from the outcome of the other 2. Masculine and feminine aspects of the Tykhe Dice board will be discussed in another video, but for now we are focusing on the position of the 3 dice on the board. It will be for you to determine the meaning of these symbols in relation to your question. The dagger may not be taken literally, nor the snail, nor the horseshoe. Their influence is in the question that you asked. Tykhe is a very simple divination system which is easily picked up and takes very little prior knowledge. You can use the cards easily, and they can be used for your further understanding and investigation into divination. They are a very powerful system, and there are many more aspects of the board. We can incorporate these in a later time. These include the astrological aspects, influences of the elements, influence of the planets and the metals. These in turn correlate to other things, such as gemstones and essential oils. There are no cast iron definitions. The way in which you use Tykhe Dice is up to you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it has given an insight into Tykhe Dice.